Guys, I just got a brand new camera. As I was saying, just got a brand new camera. I got the Canon EOS R, and I wanted to use this opportunity to show you guys around the studio because it's been a while, but it feels good to be back. Also, I built this light box with my girlfriend. I don't know, thought it would add a cool vibe to the studio. Got these records up. What is up, everybody? It has been way too long since my last upload, and I figured since we're all sheltered in place and all going crazy, that I'd give you guys a quick studio update, as well as a list of the gear that I'm currently using for music creation. Now, this video is going to be helpful for producers starting out and also home studio owners who are looking to step up their studio game. I would also like to preface this video by saying that you do not need expensive gear to create great music. Keep in mind that all the creativity that you have is up in here and not in the gear that you buy. So if you are unable to afford any of the gear that I'm about to list, don't even worry about it. Focus on what you have and focus on your creativity. I'm also going to share the links of everything that I list below, and if you search harder, you can definitely find all the gear I'm about to list for way cheaper. Nonetheless, let's get into the video. Alright, starting off with my monitors, I'm currently using the KRK Rocket 8-inch Generation 3 monitors, and they're going for about $500 for the pair. These are pretty solid monitors. I really never had any issues with them. However, I do wish that they produced a bit more low end, especially in the 100 Hertz range. So if you're planning on buying KRKs, I definitely suggest that you pair it with a KRK sub. Alright, moving on to headphones. I'm currently using the SRH 840 Shure headphones. These are going for about $149. And I would say that these are really great headphones. They're really not too expensive. The only real gripe I have with them is that I wish they produced more low end. The first year of buying them, I found out I was constantly over mixing low end just because I couldn't really hear it that much in the headphones. I would say if you only had these headphones, I would also mix through your car speakers or through your home sound system, which really you should be doing anyways. Now moving on to my interface, I'm currently using the Scarlett 18920 Generation 2. And it's currently going for about $479. So I originally bought this large of an interface with the intentions of recording full drum kits, and I found that after a couple years of using it, that's kind of overkill to have if you're not a drummer. For most home recording studios, I would say that 99% of the time, you're only going to be recording up to 2 channels at a time. And it just doesn't really make sense to spend that much money on a big interface. If you're running a little home studio like I am, I would suggest just looking into the Scarlett 2i4 because you'll save a ton of money. Or if you have a little bit more money, also check out the Apollo interfaces, which have a ton of cool preamps. Alright, and moving on to my MIDI board. I have the all black edition of the MPK Mini, and this is going for about 120 bucks on Sweetwater. If you're just starting out making tracks and producing, I would actually suggest that this would be one of the first things that you buy. Its small size makes it super portable, and it's a lot better than trying to use musical typing on your computer keyboard. Also, just for writing melodies, you'll always write better melodies when you have a physical keyboard to play rather than just drawing them in your DAW. Alright, moving on to my second keyboard, I own the Korg SV1, and this is going for roughly $2 grand. I would say this is probably my favorite keyboard that I've ever owned. It comes with amazing acoustic piano and electric keyboard sounds. For the price point, I really wish that it had a few more sounds and capabilities though. The piano sounds definitely hold up well against the Nord Stage 3, for example, but it really lacks in the synth department. So if you're just a piano player and you don't care much about synth on your keyboard, I would say this would be a great keyboard for you. Alright, moving on to the Nord Stage 3. The Nord Stage 3 is coming in around $3,600, so it's not for everyone. It is very expensive, and I would say that there are a ton of things that you should get before you should get a keyboard like this. This is one of the most versatile and overall just amazing sounding keyboards that I've ever played. I use the Nord almost every Sunday at my church, and I have yet to have any problems with it. The Nord is loaded with tons of pianos, electric pianos, and synth sounds, and I would say that the synth module is really where it shines above a keyboard like the SV1. So whether it's worth an extra $1,600 is up to you. Moving on to my microphone, I'm currently using the SM7B, which is going for about $400, but you also have to pair it with a preamp, which could go for about another $150. The reason this mic needs a preamp is because the gain on it is very low. I left a link in the description that includes both the mic and the preamp. So this has been my go-to mic for a couple years now. I've used it in my last 2 singles. I've found that it really just has a plain, clear sound. It doesn't really add any color to your recording. And for some of you, that may be a good or a bad thing. So like I was saying before, I used this mic on both of my singles, Stuck in a Dream and Over This, but I actually didn't buy the preamp until we recorded Over This. So if you want to hear an A and B comparison of what the mic sounds like without the preamp, listen to both singles. And moving on to my desk, I own Platform by Output. And this desk is going for about $799 with the keyboard tray. And this is actually one of my favorite pieces of gear, if you could call it that. To me, it's way more inspiring to create music on a quality studio desk. At this price point, it comes with a keyboard tray, which is an awesome feature, but you can also shave off the price if you're not interested in putting your keyboard into the desk. The only thing that I would improve about the desk is the sturdiness of the keyboard tray. I'm not like worried of it breaking, but it's definitely super wobbly. All right, and last but not least, lights. I bought an LED strip light and it's going for about $30 on Amazon. This is just a super cheap and simple way of adding more life into your studio. And here's the coolest part. Alexa, turn my floor light red. As always, I appreciate all you watching. If you found any part of this video to be helpful, be sure to leave me a like, and I will see you guys next time.